All right, guys, welcome to the upper room. This is the late, late show. As you can see, this is what's up. Uh, you have probably reached out through this organization and clicked onto a conversation that's going to be happening. I'm trying to look for some background music that's going to be happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the upper room. Please welcome to the stage our good peoples.
Yo, yo.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
It's me.
yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone's here. Whoa.
Lekker. Hallo julle.
All right. Woo. Let me turn down the volume over here. Here we go. Okay, so thank you everyone for arriving. My name is Pete Swagger, and this is the upper room. It's a bit disheveled over here, but this is the late late show. Welcome. What's going on, guys? What's going on, eh?
Good on you. What have
Yeah.
you done? What have you been up to? You fucking busy, yo. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we are busy doing our thug fizzles here. But usually when the upper room has a show, it's usually on a Sunday, and it's never this freaking quiet or kind of very measured. We kind of a bit. Look, guys, I want to be frank. All right, let me be frank. There's never been a time when there was this much hairline at the upper room at this time. Can I be honest? Look at that. Look at that. Look. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Whoo! Yeah, you look like you have policy. You look like you've thought about. Hey, hi. Anyway, guys, welcome to the upper room. Oh, let me for Pete's sake, double click. Welcome to the upper room. Let's check the comments real quickly. We've got to 1044. How's it, Yella? Let me turn up this here. Guys, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. But welcome. This is late night, all right? So if you're expecting some day... Oh, Taste, there you are. 1044 is over here. And Gavin. Gaza. Ooh, God. Ooh, champion. Are you sure you should be awake at this... And it's late. Ooh, all right. Am I talking too far over here, Renee? Maybe Gavin should be.
Why must he be sleeping? He can go sleep tomorrow morning, 3 o'clock if he wants to.
Perhaps.
Like you guys do to me. Keep me up until 6. Freaking hell.
So, guys, today I wanted to talk about censorship. All right, and today is actually as anyone who watches anyone who's seen the title of the show, today is the Matt D show. So I wanted to ask about what. Let's start here. What is censorship? I don't want to go down to the superficials, because everyone here in this room right now is a grown person. I'm assuming that everyone here understands certain basics. We're jumping into it.
So yeah, censorship. Trying to silence me, suppression of speech. Yeah, I think that is basically what we're going on about now.
Well, look,
which I struggle with because I tend to get into shit a lot about just saying my blatant truths to people, so they don't like it. So yeah.
So earlier today, there was the commission that had the podcasts. The commission of what do they call it? Could you help me out here a little bit? Because I want to bring it up a little bit. The commission that wanted a discussion around.
Okay, let me put it up for you guys. Okay.
There you go. I think I got it here. Oh man, I don't want to mess it up here, but there's a point I want to bring up also. Please, Matt, if you can carry on and do that, because I also got it here, and there's also something that from Ghost Stomper that I want to bring up, but. There's a difference between watching. Go ahead, Matt.
No. You can go, dude.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say that there's a difference between watching the SABC, which is the South African Broadcasting Corporation, versus listening to a podcast. Chase, I did not mean to make you feel isolated because you're from I don't know what part of the solar system are you from actually, like how you're from
galaxy,
right?
Andromeda.
All I know, went to a party with my father, came home with my mother, ended up in Canada here.
Fair enough. Canadian. So I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm gonna rope it back down, and whoever's at the upper room, welcome to the upper room. We're gonna get this done. All right. When you rope it down, ooh shit. When you rope, actually, I'm thinking about Canada.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, this is not perfect. This is not perfect. Yeah, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that when it comes to censorship and ownership of freedom of expression, if we can go down to that, freedom of expression, who determines and who makes the measurement of whether that particular expression is offensive, right? I think I might have just skipped a whole bunch of things that I was thinking about talking about. But when it comes to censorship, when is it acceptable? I guess maybe that's a obscure question, and I'm asking you, Matt D. First of all, is there an acceptable level? Like, how do you define that? Maybe I'm going. Yeah. What do you think?
Okay, yeah. So, as far as I understand it, there is a time and a place for censorship. But what we're currently, the path we're currently going down, that path of censorship is the wrong kind of censorship that you need or want. The kind of censorship that we're heading towards now is linear censorship. So this is basically full-on communism type of censorship that we're walking down. So let's say we don't want people walking down the street and saying all the Jews need to be brought together and be hung. We don't want that kind of
awkward
speech.
That would be awkward.
But the thing is, what they're trying to do is they're trying to censor an opposing view of speech, and normally, what we will see in the future, we will see the state basically censoring a different point of view of a certain narrative. So
Mhm.
what we'll get SABC running a story of a young bride is racist towards black people. But then when we call it out, or when we try to call it out
Yep.
on, let's say, on YouTube, Instagram, X, we will end up needing to have a license, a business license, or if you're not registered to the regulatory body that the state wants to introduce with that
You would be
with children.
fined. You would be
Yes,
legislated. You would be
banned.
lawfare, right?
Yeah,
Lawfare. Yeah.
lawfare. Yeah, lawfare is basically where what I would say it is. So we have to be very careful, and if we don't fight, we could be in serious danger.
Mm.
And we got a special guest in the audience over here. All right, Mork Rock Show. Woo! Welcome to the Late Show. It was crazy in the beginning. I think the panic in the eyes of my guests was evident. I want to ask you, Chase, about something related. Champ, you you you've been about for a minute. So uh, uh, in terms of freedom of expression, I want to tie this back down. In terms of freedom of expression, as a Canadian man, where are you on that? Like, it's a broad question, but I'm going to knuckle down quickly.
Yeah, it's very broad. I generally say what I want, where I want, how I want, when I want. I have all kinds of freedom there. Now, you just have to take it on a personal level. Well, is there kids around? Do you say this? No, you don't. You know, but generally speaking, as far as the adult population, we say what the hell ever we want to each other all the time. Yeah, very
Yep.
open dialogue.
Okay, I'm going to open it up to you. Take it from there.
Yeah, well, here in South Africa, things are different. I mean, this whole thing with the legislation on streaming and what, that's bullshit.
Mhm.
Also, there's a lot of people that some people can say something and other people can't. That is a problem. So where's freedom of speech? Where's that gone? Where has Madiba's freedom thing gone? Yeah, that's. You understand what I'm saying? It is
maybe you okay. I was
Yeah,
about to say that I do recall the Madiba vibe, the Madiba energy, freedom for all. It was like it was the
yeah.
and this is
Where's that
wait
whole
20,
vision gone?
25 years ago. Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, I just don't see a future for South Africa to be like that. The government can come with all they want, but eventually the people are going to retaliate against it, and yeah, they're not going to like it. You can't take away something like that.
What does that
And-
look like? So when
maybe like
Yep.
Nepal, I think the same thing happened with Nepal, where they took away, or it was something to do with the social media, or something like that, and the people got fucking crazy. So, they chased the guy into the water and burned down houses and shit. So
it's kind of
I don't
awkward.
think the government should do that. I think the ANC is busy fighting a losing battle, and I don't know. We'll see what
Right.
happens. What happens?
Fair enough. Well, one of the other things, I think one of the main things, I want to bring it back to you, Matt, Mr. Naughty Matt, because I know we were watching the the Parliament negotiate how they're going to control podcast and social media, and I was so thinking, God damn, how are they gonna control that? But and also, I bring you in there, Chase. But also, by the way, we got somebody in the comments over here. How's it, guys? Hey, Ronaldo, how you doing? Thank you so much for pulling up. Anyway, so my question for you, Matt, um, dude. So okay, so you being someone who's strongly opinionated, right? And you tell me, if you use the medium of social media to boost your political voice, right? So you do. Would you say that Oh man, I don't want to ask you too many questions here, but would you say that you support people that support your candidates? That's number one. Number two, um, I think it's the first one. How free do you feel to express your positionality?
Okay, so let me start with the second one. I feel free. I think I can say. I think it depends on the person that you are. Because for me, I'm not someone who would go sing like a song like Juju. I'm not the person who would go out of my way to insult a person on a deep psychological level. I'm not that kind of person. So for
Mhm.
me, I feel free to say things that I want to say. On the first question, though, sorry, could you repeat the first question for me, man?
Yeah. I think maybe the first question was, okay. Well,
You don't remember the first question.
you goddamn right. I don't remember the first question. Can I remix it? Here's what it is. It was more centered towards. It was more on the censorship. I wanted to ask you more. Uh, uh,
Oh, it was
I-
about
yeah.
about politicians that you support.
Go,
Would it
go.
affect that?
Yeah.
I think it could. It could have a serious impact on what our politicians that we support, what their ability in the future, what they could say in the future. So, if let's say we have Ronaldo in the chat. So
Yeah.
if Ronaldo says this is bullshit, but he has no way of communicating that with us who agree. Someone who's on
Hmm.
the fence of voting either for the Freedom Front Plus or for the DA,
Yeah.
he won't be able to lay that message. And that person who's in between two parties agrees with Ronaldo. Ronaldo
Right.
can't sway that person to vote for the Freedom Front Plus. He'll most probably stick with the DDA.
Right.
So this could have lasting implications, but it could be for every single sector. It can be
Okay.
for stock markets. It can be for teaching. It can be for sports. It can be for anything. So
It,
this could. Sorry, man.
no. Go ahead. No. Continue.
So this could have a very serious impact of what can be said and what can't be said. And if the powers that be are full on communist, and if we follow the Iran footprint or the apartheid footprint, we could be in serious trouble.
Yes.
Is it loss of narrative or loss of control of situation, or is it just convincing of individuals to make? Did I lose you there? Uh, is it an ideological concern? Like, okay, this is just the wrong idea. Implementing this is just bananas. Uh,
Well, it is bananas. I would say this we will everything will public comms will be shifted from. I would say at the moment we're center right if you look at your
That's right.
general communication, it's more center right. But if the majority of the right gets banned or blocked because they don't like the way
Right.
what you say, that whole part of public discourse is completely shut down. And what are you left with? You're left with the
You
with
only
left
have
or
one
left.
voice. Yeah.
Yes. So that is an extremely dangerous path to go to. And so we could, yeah, like I said, I think we could be in trouble if we don't stand up or fight for this. But I would say our one caveat is that the people in charge, they they don't know and they don't understand what social media is. I think
Mhm.
more pointed it out rightly, that they probably don't even know how to upload a YouTube video.
Yeah.
I bet they don't know how to make a short. I mean, I barely know how to make a short, and I'm a struggle streamer. But thank you so much for making that point. But also, um, I've just I've just sent a link in the chat. Mork, if you're available, jump in. Ronaldo, if you want to jump in, please pull in. This is the late show, man. We're just having a conversation. My main conversation was going to be with Matt G. All right, but I do have to be courteous. Renee, I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
In terms of like, because I know you have your podcast or your show called Comrek Your Big, right?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
we were watching that parliamentary thing that was going on today. I know you were watching it from the gate, right? You're watching through Ronaldo's show, or
Yeah.
how are you feeling about the people who are talking there? Because I know you got a podcast. Did you? How are you feeling about the whole situation? Are you feeling represented? Like,
No.
where you want to go
No.
with this?
Yeah, not at all. I think the government is flipping using everything in its power to boycott people, and I mean that's what it is. That's basically what it is, and yeah. And obviously, it makes me feel uncomfortable because, I've got kids and stuff. What's going to happen to their future?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So-
mean, look, I grew up in the era of the internet when, when your Gmail address looked like a prison number, max 45 at gmail.com, and that was your email. You did all your transactions. But now in the future, I don't want to have my full surname all up in my stuff. Come on now,
Yeah.
But
I mean, but it's already in a spot where even your Wi-Fi can pick up where you are in your house without you having your phone with you.
Yeah.
So it's already so controlled that there is actually no freedom. Or that's what I'm trying to get to. So yeah, but with the government and stuff having all their issues and everything going on, yeah, let's see what they can do, but they'll find a freaking way to make it horrible.
I think they will always. Maybe this is my own cynicism bubbling through. Of okay, you don't have to, governor. You don't have to. I happen to think, and I want to ask you, Matt D, because you're the head conspiracy theorist over here. I happen to think that humanity will always adapt. We will always find a way to circumvent. And what would be the consequence? Anyway, what do you have to think about that? We will always have like a Jack Sparrow. Okay, I'm not going to go to the movies, but I know I can phone Jack Sparrow. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, we will adapt. I think it will become harder to adapt. I think if the next step after this is to ban services such as the VPN, then we'll start getting into more issues. Because yeah, yeah, if I think we'll always adapt and we'll find a way to work it out and figure it out. But I
Yeah.
think it will over time take a bit longer, and it will be, I would say, tougher to find a way through. I think at the moment, our only grace is that the people who are going to implement the regulations are too dumb and stupid to know what's going on. Because
Right.
one of the parts, sorry, so just finish this point. One of the issues that they picked up, they said that the experts, they say that
Yeah, the point.
yeah, in a few years there are going to be things like AI podcasts. But dude, they're already here. They've been here. It's already the future. They're already here. So
Right.
we've got
Right.
an grace period that even though that these experts know what's going on, they don't. And in the discussion panel, there were only one or two guys who had active podcasts out of a room of what? I think there were 300, 400 people in the room. The rest have no idea. The rest were born in 1950s.
That's interesting. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
There's that meta consumption where the people who are actually present, fine, but they don't have that deep context. You're 100% correct. I didn't even think about that. All right. I guess that's why you got. I guess that's why you got that comfortable chair. Oh. So, gentlemen, lady, I want to ask you guys the following question, because I asked you. I think I pre-asked you this. Is there anything that you might be concerned about with regards to, because as you can see from today's session, there's a lot of these ancient methodology thinking can't even catch up. They're not even talking to the level of what's going to happen. You just illustrated it, Matt. What happens now? Like, what would be your recommendation? Let me start there, but I wanna get Renee in the mix, because I know you have that "Come Break Your Back" podcast going over there. Ooh.
Yeah, I think morally, we need a more conservative outlook to some stuff, and just take a step back and remember, why we are here, and why we're alive, and why we want to move forward, and think about the things that are not good for other people, that is impacting them negatively, and stop, just start thinking about your means. What do you call it in English? Your neighbor, love your neighbor,
I don't know.
So I'm just saying, everybody's just so selfish and trying to grab whatever they can, that they are busy putting a lot of people into bad positions. And I just think the conservative side needs to get involved here, or I don't know. You can't change someone's mind. So, Yeah.
Can I push back just a little bit on that? Because you were saying that there's a lot of people who are not on that community thing. I happen to think like with whoever I interact with, at least in my personal life, and I'll be honest and say I'm just looking at my own insular world.
Yes.
Everyone I encounter kind of wants to take care of themselves and their family and everyone around them. They're all community driven. They are kind of conservative. Um, they all kind of like I mean, they're not trying to save the world. They just trying to make things work, trying to do the day to day thing. They're trying to pay their light bill. They're trying to get a better job. But so it's never like I'm gonna get the best toupee and I'm gonna be looking better than Matt D on a Tuesday night on a fucked up ass podcast in the middle of the night. Whee! Nobody wants that, but the regular everyday South African just kind of wants. I want to pay my bills. I want to drive my Hilux and watch the Springboks on the weekend.
Yes, the
Maybe go
regular
to
South
a
African,
wedding
but
or two.
the problem isn't really the regular South Africans, is it? So I'm talking about the
that's
other part of the
that's
people that is not like that. So yeah.
Can I say something? I think Dart Sean is in the comments. Dart Sean, because he very rarely has any oxygen, let alone the internet. Hey, Dart Sean, who's it? Oh, I'm glad you are live. Okay, all right. Chase, I've been ignoring you for a minute. I want to ask you a question, man. Look, you're one of my new favorite human beings, and take that as you will.
One of your favorite human beings to ignore?
Yeah. I know a couple human beings.
All right, carry on. Question.
Yeah. You top 50. Let's go. Are you okay with that? But anyway, my question would be to you, Chase. Because you know how to slice up a good chunk of meat, right?
Weed?
Oh, hey, different conversation.
I said weed there.
All right. By the way, you go fans over here. You go fans. Yeah, Team Chase. All right. Let me clarify my articulation here. Mighty Matt, hang on. This show is about you. I'm gonna dovetail. Wait for this. Chase, you are the type of dude who knows how to slice up a moose into a good couple of slices of meat that you can barbecue, right?
However you want it, yeah.
So you're in good company over here. So one of my good buddies, and he's in the comments right now. I'm going to highlight. That's the Mork Rock Show. He loves to fucking burn some good meat. Give me some, maybe like off chamber.
Well, I had this next door neighbor move in. I live in Alberta, Canada, and a lot of Newfoundlanders moved to Alberta during the oil rush and the oil boom. Anyway, they're avid hunters. And my buddy Ian, rest his soul, went out and got himself elk, right? And he knew I was a meat cutter. And he, come on over and cut this elk for me, eh? I looked at it and it was covered in hairs and stuff. And, I said, well, you got to clean it up first. Then I'll come cut it, right? And it was like minus 35 below outside. His wife had gone home to Newfoundland to visit family. So he was batching and he killed himself this elk. And yeah, so I said, give me a call when you got it cleaned up. And he calls me. He says, come on over. And we're right next door. So yeah, I'm there. He says, have a look at this. He takes me down the hallway in his house, opens up the shower curtain, He's got the elk in the bathtub. He gave it a shower.
What the hell is that? That's crazy. All right, okay.
Is that clean
Is
enough
that
for
even
you, he
legal?
says? Yeah, we cut that elk up on his kitchen table that night, and we never did tell his wife about it because she.
Oh my God. That's a good friend. That's a good friend. I've never cut elk on that table.
Let alone having an elk in her shower.
Ah, shit. That's bro code right there. That's bro code.
It's all
All right. Guys, I didn't prepare much for the show. I kind of wanted to make sure that we can actually have uh, proper conversation about what it is, about the conversation, about the things, and then do that. But the focus is on you, Matt D, and your curiosity. I'm not going to put you on the spot. I want to. I'm going to elucidate my people to your fascinating outlook. So my question to you, okay? So this is in relation to censorship. All right. What is the potential loss for the South African intellectual mind when we implement this highly regulated social media podcast situation? Guys like Mork and that ridiculous thing that he has going with George Sean. Go.
Mork as a show. I have no idea.
Yeah, that whole crack hella got going.
Well, you won't miss much on that side, so you don't have to worry about that, at least.
Yep.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think we have a serious chance of losing the ability to think for ourselves and to fight back. We will seriously have. We will be edging ever closer to, in my eyes, the new world order, where you won't be able to have the freedom to say what you can and what you want. Basically, what you already have in Iran and those
Right.
states, you won't be able to fight
Right.
back, and if you do, you'll be called nothing less than human. We had, I don't know if you saw the video. There was
Can we do that? I'm googling that. I'm actually getting it. Just give me what to prompt.
okay, Kaimani,
Iran.
the older supreme leader.
Oh yeah. Mahamani, big Baghdadi.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but Iran.
Ayatollah, big boss. All right. So some sort of like this.
He referred women on a stage once as less than human. If they don't listen, rape them. If they don't, rape them. If they don't do what they are supposed to, kill them.
How the fuck do you win an election? How do you win an election when you that's your okay? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I think if you want to, okay. When you said we need more conservative, a party that's more conservative with a stronger voice. How do you do that? One option. This is radical, okay. But Pete, how did Trump win the younger vote in the US? How did he do it? What was his method?
Appeal. I think he appealed to motivation. He identified that there was a gigantic gap in a voice that was not being spoken about, spoken for, and he nailed it. And yeah, the reason I can say that confidently, I was one of those guys. and I'm not saying that in a twisted way. Is that he coming from the entertainment realm, he knew how to get the ratings. He knew how to compel, get a reaction, and he did it. Boom, winning.
Yeah, he found the trends, and what is the what 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 does the trends say? The trends is saying that mainstream media is dying, and alternative media is on the rise. So what did he do? He went on to Joe Rogan. He went on to Tim Pool. He went on
Right.
to uh, Manosphere podcast. He went on to
Right.
liberal podcasts. He went and did the things that that he would go to where the young people are and where they get their information. He didn't go. He also did CNN interviews and stuff like that, but he went where the real talking happened, and that is how he won the elections.
Could you say what his opponent was doing during that time? And I don't want to seem partial of here, because I do have a pushback question for you, just for your hairline. Go ahead.
Cocaine.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what the opposition declined. She went down your typical way. She did rallies and she did mainstream media shows, and that was it. That's what she did. And she was approached to go on to Joe Rogan, and she declined. Because I personally feel because she wasn't equipped to handle it, but she said it was she had other arrangements which are highly.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's true.
Hang on, Matt, but hang on a second. I've got Shane over there who's
I still don't know
saying
what that other arrangement was. So
you object. Shane.
No, I totally agree with him. Kamala, or however you say it, is not mentally prepared for anything except, I don't know, maybe go see doing and watch out for the big ships.
Word salad. Oh my goodness. So continue. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
okay, so for a moment there, everyone went buffering. So I lost complete vision of what was happening there. If we want to make a change, especially from the youthful side, I think the youth will be able to stop this. Podcasters should come together. Now, and actually maybe even start a political party if they're up for it. People like Ronaldo has gone to the Freedom Front Plus. We could have Pete, we could have Winay, we could have Mac G.
Matt. Okay, now that you brought it up, Can I bring this up? Would you get behind a political party? Renee, Chase, you're not even part of this country. Don't worry about it. Just observe.
I'm part of the globe.
If we had the Taser Hose Party. The Taser Hose Party with the spokesperson being Darth Sean. Come on, what are we doing? Huh? Can we get the Taser Hose Party? Darth Sean, let's get it. We done.
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Sergeant Luke can do the freaking marketing. We good. Hey?
Yeah,
Yes.
great.
He's so confused over there. Anyway, so Matt,
He's staring at his brick wall.
I know. So you were talking about a lot of deep concepts here. I want to zoom back a little bit, yeah, because a lot of what you're saying is premised upon stuff that's already established, right? What do you think should pre-exist And by the way, guys, the name of the show was the Late Late Show. Let's look at the comments. I'm sorry. Let's look at the comments over here. My apologies. Oh, Yasin is in the comments over here. Yasin, can you ask a question, please? Please don't shut the fuck up. Sean, Sean is in. Pull up. Do you have any questions? We were testing your integrity there, brother. Brother. All right, and and Mork Rock Show. Of course, he freaking does not like the ant chips. The ant chips. Of course, you don't. But anyway, so Matty, the name of the show is Mystery. I want to ask you, what can you ask my good friend who's from Canada, who's lived there his life? Is there anything we can borrow from his social economic system to borrow out of here? Because a lot of the time, our politics kind of references that socialist endeavor. What do you think?
I think it's possible. You can never say never. There's a Justin Bieber reference there. Yeah, there's one called Never Say Never. Canadian. I don't know. Chase, how is the policing there on that side? Police up to standard?
Don't just go to your nearest donut shop. You'll find them all there. Yeah.
Okay.
Guns in holsters. Yeah, they're not out. Pow, 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 pow. Let's go. No. They're at the donut shop.
They just chilling. It's not even.
They like donuts too, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
Lots of them. I'm carrying boxes of them out.
We go Chantaloo over here going Chambers, taser hose
I don't know what a taser hose is, Chanta. I really don't.
Okay, you don't get it. I'll break it
he didn't
for you.
watch that show.
But go ahead, Matt. You finish the thing. I'll break down what taser hose is to Shane. Yeah, but finish your point. You were making a good point.
Okay, so Chase, so I think obviously by now, or maybe by now, you know that South Africa has a real serious crime problem, and for everyone, and it's from 85 murders a day to 120 rapes a day to petty crime. Is Canada's policing, especially regarding safety, do you think it is up to standard? And if it is, how did Canada get to where it is regarding safety?
I feel safe, but there's certain cities, certain neighborhoods in certain cities that I wouldn't go to, and I would not feel safe. So I don't think it's any different. The wealthier in their gated communities with their hired rent-a-cops, they're safe, And then you got your middle class, and we're pretty safe. But then you get into some neighborhoods where they don't have any money, and crime runs rampant here too. Believe it or not, like I keep saying to everybody, "Oh, my country this, my country that." No, dude, it's the whole globe is one big rotten ball floating around in space. Crime and bad people, and on the bright side, good people too.
Fair.
It's what you make it. It's what you make it.
Thoughts,
freedom.
Matt?
You're given a few set of rules to live by. Live by them, and you'll never have a problem with not being free. But with censorship, that's a global thing.
It's
not just one. That's a global. All our news is censored. Everything we see is edited or scripted or rewritten, or it's presented to us like a Black Mirror. Like they touch on that in that series, Black Mirror.
That's fascinating.
Okay. And have you found ways of getting around that censorship that you currently have? Do you use VPNs, or do you access basically websites from all over to have a bigger understanding of what's going on in Canada?
Right. Yeah. Good question. I do seek other websites around the world, for news, especially. You can't just trust Fox and CNN, right? That's Democrats and Republicans, basically.
Yep.
But all that shit's censored. But so yeah, I do seek out other things, and I think one of the up and coming thing is podcasting. For as long as it can last before they shut it all down, I think all the podcasters that think alike should get together, not just in one country, but on the entire globe.
Yeah.
We need a Chinese
man.
podcaster. We need an Indian podcaster. We need a Russian podcaster.
Oh, snap.
We need everybody to get on board.
Can I say this? Can I say this real quick? Yasin doesn't get over here. You motherfucker, you don't get here very a lot. But when he does, he says stuff like, Canada has adopted a strict stance on gun control, while USA, under the Trump administration, encourages ownership.
That's quite a stat
All right.
there.
I don't know how the fuck you did that, but anyway, Yasin, thank you so much. Oh, let's not do that again. Vinay, I want to ask you, because I'm coming to you here, because you got I'm not going to bring it up, but you got potentiality for being someone who needs not the typical protection from vitriol from government, the surface stuff. Criticize. You're I would even go as far as you're the type of individual. No, not individual. I mean, so when people have their kids and you make a comment on how ugly their kids are, you're villain number one. But there's another villain, right? But you know what I'm saying, right? Come on, Matt. You were that kid. You understand what I'm saying? Am I wrong? But
yes, totally wrong.
There's a second one. There's a second one where you're polite. The kid is ugly, but you are the type of person who can't help their face. Like your face just really fucking monster is a fucking monster. Hi, fuck little bastard. You know what I mean?
Say that.
All right. Did I expose you? Yeah, that's you.
Shit. Not
You.
again.
Am I wrong?
No.
It's called being blunt, bro. It's called being blunt. The better to be honest than to lie.
Yeah, the thing is, I enjoy people that's like blatantly honest with me, because you know where you stand with them. You're not like this motherfuckers that come up and then and then behind your back. It's like,
That was freaking.
I honestly still don't know what a taser hole is. FYI.
Oh yeah, tell him about the taser
someone
hole.
was going to get back to me on that, but
Yeah, tell him about that.
Well, no, I'm not gonna let you escape this. Could you give us a moment where at least maybe you don't have to get into details, but I'm talking about honesty, right? Being like the type of individual who is compelled to speak truth, and this goes down to like whether you're going to get censored or not if you're behind a mic. You know what I mean? And so when a government official is going to go and try to tell you, oh, I didn't fucking think that how you skipped that goat was the proper way to fucking do it. But how do you counter that? What do you feel about? Um, Let me not ask you about how you feel. What kind of karaoke song would you sing if you're going to rebel against these motherfuckers talking about you can't speak about how you can fucking tell them how?
I would go the antwoord. Ai, ai, ai. I don't know. No, I wouldn't like it. If they're gonna tell me you can't do that, I'm gonna obviously be like, the fucker can. You can't.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, where's my rights? You have rights and you have your stuff. So I mean, you have
Do
to
you
say
think
if
it's
you
even
don't
even
agree with
possible?
anything. Sorry, if you
Do
don't
you,
agree with it, that's their opinion. But don't stop me from saying what my opinion is. You know, because I have that right too. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it.
do you think it's even possible? That's a kind of a superficial question, but I think the bigger question is this. All right, let's assume that you are teaching a version of yourself, somebody younger, and Matt D. This is where you come in,
Mm.
uh, because these ideas have to outlast us, right? I'm enjoying these freedoms now, but I know I'm gonna perish in 3,000 years. That's when I'm gonna die. But after I'm done, the same freedoms are afforded to my progeny and my people and things people that I care about. Kind people like like Chase and Matt and maybe Ghost Stomper, maybe Ghost Stomper. What do you? I think I might have spoken too much about that question. My question was to you too, Matt D. How do we teach younger people about how to embrace these? Because it's kind of scary to embrace true freedom of expression, because people are gonna tell you hurty things, right? Go ahead,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Renee, you want to go first, or
Yeah, I just want to say that if you at a point where you want to lift your opinion, you also kind of can take criticism. So you can't expect to say whatever and then get hurt when someone bounces back. So they have to have
Mhm.
that mindset as well. So yeah, kind of, it's a give and take thing.
Hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
you have to also be able to accept it when you are wrong, when
Mm,
you get something wrong,
mm,
and you have to accept the fact that there are going to be times where you're going to feel like crap because you said one thing, fully believing it, and then in hindsight you're going to realize that is stupid. That was really stupid, and you might, and it could be, and that could be from anything. The only difference is how serious it is. For
hmm.
example, if you were told, if you're a woman who's 20 years old and you live in California, and you're told that first go get a career, go work for 20 35 years, and then
Mm.
you eventually decide at the age of 40, 45 to 50, yes, maybe I want to start a family. And then what happens? Maybe there's a bit, the chance of getting married drops, your chance of having children drops, and you stuck being 55, uh, alone, single, missing. I would say the greatest gift that a person can have, having his own family or her own family.
Mm.
So yeah, our choices and the way that we have to be able to discern what is going around us is extremely important. So if you are a parent, you have to teach your children, or try to show your friends and your family what is going around, what's happening around you. But also, you can't have that mindset of being scared of everything. It's like AI, for example. People are scared of AI. For call agents, people thinking AI will replace everything and everyone's jobs. It might get to that situation. We could get to that situation, but also
Right.
AI can be a tool to save you time and money. It can be used to uplift your skill set. It can be used to take you to a level you never thought possible. So it's all about your mindset and how you use it. And you shouldn't be scared of what's going to happen in the future. And also, you can. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted there.
You know what I'm appreciating about you. You know, okay, please go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
So,
Land the plane.
landing the plane. Let me take
Land the
another
plane.
half an hour. Let me take another half an hour. So if you're able to teach your children how to be discerning, how to stand up for their characters and their values that you instilled into them, but also have the trust in them to do the right thing and to also forgive them when they don't, you'll be fine.
Yeah, pragmatism and confidence in order for them to act based on the information that they are pragmatic. Man. Woo! All right. God damn, that's mad. That's mad deep. All right. So, guys, you see in the comments, real quick over here, Joey says, "So long as you are never the voice of AI, I want to turn on the Gemini." You know, I'm enjoying the beef. It's not even beef.
Yeah.
It's the banter that you guys have. It's
Yeah,
my
it's great.
it's my favorite buddy cop show. I love it. But Matt D, I will say this, man. One of my favorite things about you, you are a pragmatic man, and I keep saying that. And oh, hang on, we got a comment from Chantal Lou over here. She says, "My son has a strong sense of justice. I can't stand bullies, liars, etc." Oh, does your son have a? Are you good? Because you know he's gonna have to fight bullies. Are you good? All right. And okay, I see a familiar individual, Shane, says, "Oh, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna drive the conversation towards you, Renee." And we're gonna begin because this is the second part. Okay, we started at 9, right?
Okay.
So I want to talk to you about when it's poignant and proper to fucking tell the truth, because sometimes it's a little bit people get irky about when it's time to tell, yo, this is legit. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know. I that's kind of where it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think there's certain people will always try and hide. How am I going to put this? They'll mention the true side, but they won't. There's always a good and a bad. Okay, there's always a two sides to the thing, and they'll always more drive on the good than shadow the bad than anything else. Because I mean, obviously, they don't want to look bad in front of anyone.
Right.
Yeah, that's always going to be there. And I think if people stop being true to themselves or their cause or whatever, then yeah, things will go a lot better as well.
Would you say that okay, I don't want to ask you a typical question because I have my own bent. My question to you would become then more in the South African context, right? So we are in this position where grown people like you and me, excluding Chase, look at it.
Leave me out of that one, yeah.
All right,
SA is Southern Alberta to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
but including you, Matt. All right, yeah, you with your nice freaking background. You look like you have your fucking cabinet organized. like you have your calculus. You have your calculus. Oh, all right, I got you. But anyway,
I'll take that.
Renee. Anyway, Renee. My question then becomes: okay, cool. All right, let's let's assume that you've done your problems. You're now in a position where you need to teach the next generation your version. I'm going to twist it up. You've solved the issues, or maybe you didn't, but you've dealt with them. How do you teach the next generation how to handle it better than you? Or, I mean, what the fuck do you do?
I think everybody needs to see all sides to the story. If they can properly do that, then yeah, then not just consider this side or choose that side or whatever. It's like it's like what's going on in politics lately. It's everything is just this one thing that this party is just pushing this, and this party is pushing this, and this party is pushing this, and at the end of the day, there's more to it than just that.
There's more. I want to push back, Renee, because you are a matriarch of your family, right? You are as a matriarch, you hold steady on the culture of whatever the fuck is going on. No one passes, no cultural thing that you don't agree with passes through you as the matriarch of your immediate progeny. And so then I have to ask you, okay, I mean, you have to push that. You push that. You filter that. And so how does, okay, so A, is that a thing? B, how do you mitigate that? So, there we go. I'm gonna shut up there because
you want to know how would I teach my daughter to be fair?
Yeah. Not even that. Like, how would you make sure that she understands that being fair is not oppression? Because the prevailing culture is that all of these conservative values, would that be a conservative value? Like,
it would be part of it.
Yeah, or somehow, how do you communicate that? Maybe I should have asked that.
The consequences, when she's wrong, she has to know there's consequences to certain things, and that moral compass. You have to set it on the right course to, if she's wrong and she did something terrible, or he or whatever, then, they have to get punishment for it. If they did something well, they get rewarded. And I think that is a very important thing.
Incentives.
And the
Incentivized.
if you get these leftists that think they can do absolutely everything that they want to, they're gonna turn out being, killing people like they want to, or committing crime like they want to, and there's no consequences to it, and that's very important role that plays in a child's life when you're teaching them that. I think that's
golly. All right, so I'm gonna dig into the comments. Matt, are you ready? Chase, you still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, you raggedy bitches. Oh, we've got Joey in the comments. Oh, the assassin himself. I'm gonna invite him. Let's see if we can get him in here. Oh, the pandemonium. Let's see if he does. But I do want to highlight some comments. Guys, thank you for coming to the upper room. This is what we do over here. Sometimes every Tuesday we do one of these where it's grown folk talking. That's what we do. Let's have a look here. Joey was talking stuff. There was a lot of comments from Chantal, which I want to put up here. You asked a couple of questions. Where are you? Oh, Joey's in. He's okay, Joey. Okay, he's in the back room. Okay, cool. Let's do strong sense of justice. We see that. Okay, Joey, you good over there?
I love Maddie.
He's taking a piss. He's still taking a piss. Maddie, I tell you what, Maddie, you are in the upper room, all right? Because there are bouncers at the door. You're gonna be good, all right? Hey, Joey, you're gonna be good, huh? You're gonna be respectful.
Of course, I'm always respectful, but I was over here.
We don't need him here.
Man,
he can go. He can leave.
Man, what the fuck is that noise? Does somebody hear some noise? I'm fucked, man. I don't know what it is, man.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, no, I even said to Pete, I said, Pete, I don't think I should come in. I will make fun of Maddie from afar because you guys are being so damn serious tonight, and I don't know if I fit that mode. I'm not sure. So
serious. This is the late night. Okay, so
I know when you sit here and you see Maddie like this, and the 2 + 2 + pi equals pi, and then the universe, and I'm not sure what to do with the ball. When you see this, you're almost like beside yourself. You're like, where the fuck did this guy come up with this kind of information? No, Maddie, I love you, man. I love you, Maddie. It says it right there. I love Maddie. It says it.
Yeah, hey, this is what we do.
Chase, Renee, how are ya?
Hey,
Hello,
how are
man.
you? What's up?
Buddy.
So Joey, let me rope you into this situation over here because I wanna get Chase in there. Champion, we were talking about censorship earlier, so maybe you want to tell me about what your views are on protection of speech and censorship and all of that, and then maybe dovetail into why Alberta needs to be put to heel, as Hillary Clinton would say. Go.
Who's Alberta? First of all, is that a hurricane heading towards America? Are you talking Canada? Okay. Well, I'm not sure. Well, my view on censorship is like this. Fuck it. There shouldn't be any. There really shouldn't be any. I mean, there is a difference. I lost my padding, and it really hurts my ear. So,
Don't move too.
My view, honestly, and all here. Let me do a Maddie. This is my My view of censorship is kind of like this. It's I believe that it shouldn't be, man. It really shouldn't be. Why? I'll tell you. Because everybody's welcome to their opinions, and you definitely need. George W. Bush, who I did not like, once said it best when he was a president. He said, the media is needed. The media, social media, regular media, news media, personal opinions. It's needed to keep people in power in check. Mm-hmm. Because when you have power, these people tend to get corrupted very easily. They know it. We know it. And without any kind of viewpoint, without any kind of input, without any kind of investigations, what are you going to do? These people are going to be left unchecked, and the world will go to shit. Now, that said, there is a big difference between that and hate speech.
Yeah,
what Maddie does to me is borderline hate speech. And Vinay, I think I really think when he gets out of line with the fuck yous, I really think moderation should take care of that stuff, and it shouldn't be let go. I'm just saying.
My channel is too small for moderation yet. I'll allow it.
What do you mean it's too small? We have a moderator on our channel already. Okay, go ahead.
All right, you'll allow it. Joey, Chantal, this is an ancient comment. Joey's my favorite witty. Hubby says it's inconsequential. Talking out loud about something in another room in our son's.
This was a conversation in the chat where you guys were talking about the kids and the consequences, so forth, so on, and Chantal had said that her child was, didn't like bullies. He was a kind child and so forth. And that's the same as my child, and they're close to the same age. Her child is 11, mine's 10, and but they're both at that point of age right now. Where, like she's saying, her child is getting witty and kind of, having that wit back to the husband, to her. And my son just started that, like, Daddy, because I told him, I never spanked my kid. He's never asked for it. But I said, one day, baby, you're going to give me a reason. One day I'm going to lay into you. You're going to get it. I tell him that all the time, right? His mother says, you'll never touch him. I said, oh, yeah, one day he's going to do something. I'm going to do it. So I use that against him, you know? So he's always like, well, the other day he says to me, he goes, you know what, Daddy? Because I said, is this today? Is the day today? And he says, you know something, Daddy? I got some balls now. Maybe it is the day. I said, it's the beginning.
You got to pump the brakes. You got to think about pumping the brakes.
Yeah. He asked me, is that guy Matty a bully? I said, he sure is. He's one of the world's top cyber bullies. He really is, and I don't know why Pete has him, but I said Matty is a cyber bully. He says, should I like him? I said, but I love Matty. I said, I love Matty.
Yes.
Joey Shades, I got a question for you, and Matty, this is a question for on behalf of me and you to him. But before we do,
Nighty night, Ghost Stomper. Excuse me, Pete. Nighty night. My voice brought him back from the dead. I have a habit of doing that, Ghost. I have a habit of doing that. I'm not sure to take that as a compliment but nighty night.
Putting it back. Wait. Let me do it in a typical Jersey, right? Because did I nail it the other day?
You nailed it. You nailed it.
I thought it off. I thought it off. And Joey's voice brought me back. I'm off to the bed, folks. Nighty night. It doesn't work.
It's perfecto. It's perfecto, my brother. It's perfecto.
All right, cool. But what I wanted to say here, gentlemen and lady, I didn't want to get back to the seriousness, but I do want to say that this is a magnanimous and a beautiful occasion where all of these crazy motherfuckers in the late of night, we can enjoy the company of our disagreements. And so I do want to say that in the topic of the conversation today, Renee, I want to ask you, how are you feeling about your projection on? Oh, here comes the serious stuff. Your projection of are you going to be able to talk your truth in the future in South Africa? Or should we be concerned? Are you concerned?
I'm concerned, yes.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel there is so much hope for. Sorry, my cat's got his freaking tail in my face. There's hope, but I don't know what the government is planning, and
if the government,
we know what they're planning, but what they're going to get. What they're going to get right. I just don't want the freedom of speech thing to be taken away. I think a lot of people is going to be even more oppressed by doing that. And,
final word is going to be yours, Matt. So hang 10. I do want to ask Chase.
Because, he wishes he hung 10. He wishes.
Right. You're going to fucking write a whole anthem for the United States of Brooklyn. No, I don't know. I say Brooklyn, man. Go ahead, Chase. Why did I say Brooklyn?
You don't know.
I have no idea. Go ahead, Chase. I'm talking about. Okay, Matt, hang in there because it's coming to you. Chase, you're Canadian. As a South African, I think you're not a free man. I feel as though I should actually let you know, hey, you can crash on my couch, big dog, because I know you can't speak.
I'm free not to buy my 7-year-old a cell phone. I'm free to unplug the television if they're watching too much. I'm free to take that kid out and throw a baseball or kick a soccer ball.
Gotcha.
That's how you protect them from censorship, because you just get them out there and get them living.
You're right.
They'll figure
You're
all
right.
that other
Get
stuff
them going.
out.
Get them expressing themselves. Get them.
Don't buy them a cell phone when they're 6 and 7 years old. That's, I think, a big mistake. But we are evolving, I guess, as a species. So maybe do buy them a cell phone. I don't know. It's a tough question.
Yeah, man. There's a mixed feeling going on with that, Shane. There's a mixed feeling going on with that, and I kind of have one myself. You know, my son spends a little too much time on the computer. We're a little too lenient on that, the cell phone or the computer. And but on the other side of that coin, I have a friend that doesn't let their child at all.
Yeah,
has no phone, has no computers. 12 years old, never did, won't let him do any of it. And I say to him, that's not right. He says, man, I think it's very right. And I said, look, the times of the world are moving towards computers. The times of the world are moving towards digital, and you need to give him some sort of screen time, in my opinion. You need to. I give too much.
He can make it in the world, exactly.
So he can make it. I mean, like my kid can over here. He's doing shit. It takes me 5 hours to figure out, and he's over here going tick 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 tick.
Yeah, boom boom boom. Unless you're going to take him out into the bush and teach him how to shoot elk and live in a log cabin.
There you go.
You got to give him the tools to exist in the environment that he's going to become an adult in.
You do, but Chase, I really, on a serious note, I got to ask you a serious thing. Would you do me one favor, please? Just honestly, don't teach your child to cook pig in motor oil. Please don't do it.
No,
please don't do it. It's not a healthy thing. It's not a healthy thing.
It's not. I googled the recipe because I was thinking, like, do I have this story right? So I googled it actually this morning. And they said, don't cook the pig.
You think you needed Google to tell you that? Did you really?
It was a long time ago, and I forgot to add the word. One word made all the difference. Cook it in oil barrel, an empty oil barrel. Yeah. I forgot to add the word barrel. Yeah, don't cook it in motor oil.
Don't cook it. And you heard it here on the upper room, right here. Do not cook your pork in motor oil.
I figured I was
over here. We got it. We got it from here, the upper room.
So straight.
I want to say, I want to corral this for a second. All right. So I am. This is for you, Matt. I'm gonna go down the trajectory of landing the plane, but before I do that, we got people in the comments. I want questions from people in the comments right now. Because we got Chantal, we got Yasin, we got all of the heavy hitters. All right. So you heavy hitters, we're talking about censorship, we're talking about mustaches, we're talking about haircuts, and we are talking about points of view.
The only one in this show that has a right to talk about any kind of haircut is Vinay. Let me tell you that right now. There's not a single one of us that should be talking about haircut, especially you, Pete, and Matt. I mean, just take a look at his stuff over there. I mean, and me. I'm not. And Shane, I have no idea what you got going on, but Vinay, she got that gorgeous little blonde. She got that gorgeous wave going on. She has the right to talk about haircuts. I don't know how you came up on that subject.
Well. So it's going to be one per person. All right. You get these are good rules. Okay. So Chantalou says, okay. So how do we survive Agenda 2030? Ooh, that's a good question. Broad. Let's start with the Canadian, and then we're going to move to
that's slightly racist of you, Slightly racist. Let's start with the Canadian. A little bit, man. A little bit.
Why does he get to go first?
Mike, you wanna close this question? Go ahead, Mike. Report. You better goddamn report.
I was voted against that. It was too racist.
Go ahead, Chase. Mike, you conclude. Go ahead, Chase. Okay, here I'm gonna.
Yeah, what was the question?
Okay, how do we survive 2030?
How do you survive 2030, Chase? How do you do it?
Oh, agendas, yes. Well, agendas change all the time. Just ask, anybody.
My wife.
You can plan things out all you want. Does not mean they're going to happen that way. So I don't worry about the future so much, because it's always changing up and to the point where you think
I like it.
that
like it.
moment in time's going to happen.
I like it.
So yeah, don't sweat. Don't lose any sleep over the future.
Adapt the
Stay
short
positive. Stay positive. Stay positive.
Especially when you start talking about 2030 and stuff like that. That's a
Yeah.
long way away when you really think
Long
about
way,
it.
right? It's
Yeah.
what? How many decades is that?
How do you even make plans for July, let alone 2030?
Right. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, what do you think, Matt D, about that?
he doesn't, Pete. He doesn't think. You got to ask him something more simple. Ask him something easier.
What do you think, man?
I hear a demon, but I don't know where it's coming from. So I don't know what that was. Okay, so surviving Agenda 2030. I think you have to build. You have to support the parallel economy. So let's say we're on YouTube. You can start supporting or streaming on Rumble. It's the parallel economy. You have your typical banks. You can support your crypto and other forms of payment. And most importantly, you can control what you can control. So if you can control what you can control. So if you can control where you are by that time, do everything in your power to get resilient, to build yourself a proper nest egg, or to build some kind of contraption or whatever, or just try and do something. Teach yourself skills that you think that you might need.
Right.
Don't know what it would be. Like Chase, you're 100% right. You don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know what the future is holding. It's going to hold. So you do control what you can control, and be calm and hope for the best, but expect the worst.
Self-sustainable. Is that you? Self-sustainable. With music, man. Anyway. I think Justin said something here. He said something like, I mean, globalists have played a long game. And then Yasin said, how do we survive? Be resilient, be on privacy, data, financial, and be self-sufficient. Is that what you said there? Yeah. And do you reckon that you can be that, Joey?
No, give that one to Vinay. That's pretty complicated for me.
I'm struggling with my freaking cat. It doesn't want to go away.
He's taking lots of pictures of you at 8.
Here's what it is, guys. I'm about to land the plane. I wanted to give my good buddy Matt D the last word because I want to do more of this with you.
Well, if I had realized it was the last word, I would have went off for a little while. He sounds a little bit like Minnie Mouse. You can't give him the last word on your show, dude.
Oh, I was gonna give you guys maybe a sentence or two, but all right,
what? real quick. Yassine, I agree with you. There, I answered him. Okay, go ahead, Matty D.
Is that right? Okay. Well, all right. So, okay, Chase, you got something to say?
Take a little walk on the catwalk.
We're gonna do something about Alberta. We'll talk later.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just admiring Renee's catwalk.
Oh, did you?
He's on the catwalk.
Right, Renee, did you bring the cats? You didn't bring the cats. You didn't let me know. Okay, so the cats didn't get featured. All right.
I've got a little bit of biltong left in a freaking packet. And
if there's no mampur and there's no biltong, we don't give a fuck. But I do appreciate you. If there's no mampur or biltong,
there has to be mampur.
Oh, by the way, in the links below, you guys know. Joey, when's your next show, big dog?
Thursday, which I have to talk to my brother about because I was unaware that Mork also did shows on Thursday at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I was unaware of that. I just found that out yesterday. And I got to talk to my brother about that, about maybe changing our day a little bit because.
Don't switch. Yeah.
Man, I don't like competing. You know what I mean? It's not like there's a competition, but at the same time, the same people that go to him come to us, and the same. And you know, it's kind of awkward to put people in a position sometimes. So I need to talk to him. But the problem is we have all our stuff out for Sundays and Thursdays already. All of our everything's already made on that. So it's not just like let's just switch. So I got to talk to my brother and see what he has to say about that. But so. You know, that kind of situation goes on for us.
You do have a whole biltong set up.
Right? Yeah, we really do, and I had no idea about Mork at the time, so it was totally unintentional. Now I know, but you know, Davey beat Goliath. Is all I'm trying to say, and I can't run. I can't run just because I got a slingshot. It's kind of like that.
You're saying something. You were saying something important.
I was.
Renee?
Oh, Renee was.
Maybe he doesn't need to change the date or the day of the week, but just make it a little bit earlier or something like that. Maybe.
Different time. Yeah, slightly later. It makes sense.
Yeah, the problem with that interferes with, you know, family activities like soccer practices and things like that and dinner. Yeah, that's the issue with that. And if we go much later, you see how it is already. 2.5 hours. We're done at 10:30. You know, so
okay.
Anyway, it's something I will discuss with my brother to see about that. But that's my next show is on Thursday, and it's going to be a doozy, man. It's going to be a real doozy. It's going to be about politics. Maddie, you got to join because you're going to have what to say. And the guy I have on is all on your side, man. He's all pro-Trump, and he is smart. He's a very, very smart cat. And he's he will fight back and punch back at every word I say. You want to see me get put down? This guy has the ability to do it in a high way to do it. So, you know, I look forward to him. He's a guy I've known here for 15, 16 years.
You get the superstar here with the proper time of it, 7:30 p.m. +2. So you know it's like
yeah. So it's about politics on Thursday.
So Matt. This is your final word, man. Thank you for joining me on the show. I think we're going to do this more often. And what you got to say, man? This is your hour. Go ahead.
Yeah, Pete, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate your invite. It was pretty cool. And, really out of my comfort zone, I must say. But, it was awesome. And Chase, you're a legend as always. Renee, cool too.
Yay!
You're in the chamber.
I'm one of those.
Yeah, Joey, you're here. Yeah. Thank you, Maddie.
Yeah. By the way, if you're watching us, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Matty. You can join us on Discord. Going to be on Discord later. But yeah. Go ahead, Matt. Go.
Yeah. So guys, subscribe, like the video. We should definitely do this again. And man, thank you so much.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Chase, you going to be all right?
Thank you. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, Canada.
So, Pete, Joey, I will definitely be on your show tomorrow or Thursday. I'll definitely be on your show.
Cam is also on the show. He won the trivia. So...
Yeah, well. This is the Nomad one, right?
Yeah, Nomad.
And that's
Cam.
Yeah, Cam. But I don't know if he's coming on or not. Is he coming on? Because the last time I asked him, was he interested? He said, no, I don't want to be on the camera. So.
Yeah, he's only going to switch off the camera, but he'll still be in voice.
Okay, I'm going to talk to him about that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't do that. If you want to be on the podcast, you join the podcast, camera and all. Otherwise, I don't agree with that whole cutoff thing. I just don't think it's a good style. That's me, but I'll talk to Milo about it.
I'll tell you what. Either way, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna let me wipe this down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. A round of applause to yourselves. But let me do this. I'm going to do this. Let's do a video clip. All right.
Oh my God! Wow!
Let the Thank you so much for being you guys. Do not take each other's for granted. Cheers. Welcome to the upper room. See you guys next time. Adios. Damn.